The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
It is the WSJM Morning Show. Good morning and welcome. I'm Ken Lundberg. It is 8:12. That's the time. The date is February 11th, also known as 2/11 or 2/11, if you will. And we've got United Way of Southwest Michigan, Zach East, the Director of Sustainability, on the line right now to talk to us about celebrating 2/11 Day. Good morning, Zach.
Good morning, Ken. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. Thank you. Well, through the miracle of technology, Zach is remote this morning, but we're hearing him live. And he's remote because you might be feeling a little bit under the weather. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I am too, because I had a lot of stuff planned for this week, especially with 2/11 week. But I figured you didn't want me coughing all over the microphones.
No,
today,
you were doing exactly the right thing every responsible community citizen should do is if you're sick, stay home, darn it. Okay, so Zach, that aside, tell us about 2/11. Today is February 11th, 2/11, so it's 2/11 Day. What is 2/11? How should people know it, and how should they use it?
So 211 is a fantastic service that actually is nationwide, and it's also available in Canada. But here in Southwest Michigan, we at United Way of Southwest Michigan push at least $100,000 a year into funding the 211 service. And 211 very basically is a great resource. It's a reference service for you to call. Obviously it's not an emergency. If it was, you'd be dialing 911. But if it's something more like, I don't know if I can pay my utility bills this month, especially with it being cold and snowy, and I don't want my electric to be shut off, or I don't want my gas to be shut off. 211 acts as a great resource to find those opportunities for the utility companies to work with you on your bills and make sure that you don't suffer from a disconnection notice. Maybe it's a situation with rent. You're not able to pay your rent this month or pay your mortgage. There are resources through 211 that'll help you there. Let's hope that we never all have to deal with food insecurity, but if we do, 211 is a great resource to find local food pantries and other information about obtaining nutritious food within your area. And it covers the entire three-county area that we cover, Berrien, Cass, and Van Buren County.
Yeah, and one of the things I was surprised to read when you were sending news outlets like ours information about 2/11 Day is just how many requests that get responded to through 2/11. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, actually, in our three-county area, just in the last funding cycle, we ended up getting into the 17,000 call range. And that number just goes up, unfortunately, every year whenever the Alice population goes up. So we've talked about Alice in the past, and that group of people who are kind of on that cusp of they're one, sort of crisis away from having an incident that puts them into potential danger or poverty level. And that's the group of people that unfortunately also keeps growing a bit each year since the pandemic. Because of that happening, we've certainly had more calls to 211 each year. So it is an unfortunate statistic. I do want people to use 211 more, but that also means that people are in more need. So that's what stinks about it, I guess.
Yeah, very much. Just a couple of fast facts. It's a 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, free and confidential. It's accessible in 99% of communities, including those in Southwest Michigan. It's offered in more than 180 different languages. So if you think language is going to be a barrier, it's not. You call 211, get your dialect of choice. 211 specialists also offer non-judgmental care. They're not going to say, what, really? No. They are going to give you the help that you need, or at least give you the information that might lead you to that help. Let's see, what else? Anna Murphy said that 211 is an unmatched, critical go-to service that provides connection and support to those who need help for a range of needs. And again, during 211 Day, she says, we aim to express appreciation to the call specialists who provide support to help our community members and celebrate this as a lifeline that's helping thousands here in this three-county area. What else should we be thinking about when we think about 211, Zach?
Well, 211 is a service that is supported, again, not only by United Way of Southwest Michigan with the hundreds of thousands of dollars that we devote to that each year, but the other thing to think about is 211 in each state is typically funded by each state. And here in Michigan, we have I will say a robust amount of funding, but that can change at any time because, of course, if numbers come down from the federal level that affect, state levels, there may not always be the dollars that are there to help us with those things. So one of the things that we do on 211 Day today is to make sure that we contact our legislators and remind them how important it is to support this service, and that we have literally hundreds of thousands of people in the state of Michigan who utilize it. And then countrywide, we're talking millions of people who use 211. So it's a vital service that really is right alongside 911, but again is not for emergencies. It's very much there to make sure that people don't reach the emergency level.
Okay. All right. For more information, how can people get in touch with you?
They can simply go to uwsm.org. And remember, when you support United Way of Southwest Michigan, you're supporting 211. You are supporting our ability to offer services in the area just like this. And if you'd like to dial 211, you can do it from any phone. But if you're also not a person who's interested in necessarily talking about your situation on the phone, there's an easy way to actually get the resources you need through mi211.org, which is a great website. And if you just type in your need and your zip code, it will find you all the resources there without having to talk to anybody, and it'll do it very quickly for you.
Zach East, Director of Sustainability at United Way of Southwest Michigan. We appreciate you. Thanks for the information today.
Thank you, Ken.
All right. Take care. Get better. And stay home as long as you're sick. All right. It's 8:18. It's Tuesday, February 11th. It's the WSJM Morning Show.